Chaya Raichick is a terrorist. Stochastic terrorism is terrorism. Stochastic terrorist is not a brave terrorist. They're no suicide bomber, my God. But they're still a terrorist. They're trying to use fear and credible threats, physical violence, to achieve political change. Now, to be fair, a little criminal justice background for you. There was a person called the Jackal, 70. They, interestingly enough, were a terrorist for hire. They would get paid to help people achieve political change by way of credible threats of physical violence. Well, Chaya Raichick is a paid stochastic terrorist. She makes her living off of getting people killed. She got a teenager killed recently. Their name was Nex. Looks like a sweet kid. They are now dead. Because Chaya Raichick, once again, chose to single folks out. She's on the Oklahoma Library Board of Advisors. And now an Oklahoma transgender student has died after being assaulted by 3 students in the bathroom at school. Maybe you know the details about this. Maybe you don't. I just want you to look at her picture. Their picture. And that was Nex. She's, they're dead now. But there they were. Seems like a sweet kid. Went to the John because they were in school. Got beaten by 3 older girls. School did not report it to the police. That gang beating. They didn't report that assault. What they did do was suspend Nex. Next day, Nex died. According to the police, they didn't die as a result of the beating they got. The assault that happened. That's not what killed them. So maybe they committed suicide afterward. Or maybe it was an unrelated death. They just had a really, really the worst possible week. Gang beating. And then the next day, unrelated, died of something else. Still, Chaya Raichick's fault. We need to start holding these people responsible. The person is dead because Chaya Raichick is evil. Now we need to deal with Chaya Raichick. Those 3 girls that beat this kid to death, as far as I'm concerned. I hope one day they wake up and look at their hands and realize there's blood on them. I hope they realize they were raised by bigots. They committed a hate crime and killed somebody with their bare hands. I hope they realize that. Prison is a good place for realizing that. I'm told that when the cell first slams on night 1 there, that's when it tends to hit. At least that's when you realize society won't put up with this stuff anymore. But police say that's not what killed Nex. I say regardless, the person I'm angry with, Chaya Raichick, does not belong on any panel that advises schools how children should be treated. This known bigot should not be there. 2 things we can do. 2 things we have an obligation to do. Otherwise, the blood is on our hands as well. If we do nothing, we're the same as those 3 girls that beat that kid to death. Here's what you can do. Step 1, Ryan Walters. You got to contact him. That's the state superintendent of public instruction for Oklahoma. Now, he is a bigot. He allowed Chaya Raichick to be where she is. We don't know if he is a brave bigot. So many of them get terrified when you find the Klan hood in their closet. They pretend it's a ghost costume and that the patch there is incidental. They say, oh, no, that was my grandfather's. I just keep it because it belonged to them. Oh, no, that's for a play I'm doing. I swear, I'm not part of that organization. Ryan Walters has probably never been contacted about anything. At least not by sane people. He will have been contacted, I'm sure, constantly by Fox News people. He thinks Fox News people are people. Explain to him that they are not. Explain to him that those creatures do not represent the decent folks of America. His contact information is in the description. Contact that son of a bitch and tell him that bigots have no place in making decisions for students. Tell him Chaya Raichick has got to go. She is a known bigot. He has chosen to associate Oklahoma schools with bigotry, and now a child is dead. The fault is his. Raichick has got to go. Step 2, rather contrary to what you might be thinking, follow Libs of TikTok on any social media you can find this scum. Follow them and report every post that violates the terms of service. Make a note of the platform and the date they were reported. If the message is not taken down, if the post is not taken down, if they are not kicked off for being a repeat offender, when the next tragedy happens that this terrorist has inspired to happen, it's going to be a ballsy move. But contact the families of the victims and tell them they've got a case against a social media giant. Be it Twitter, be it Facebook, be it TikTok itself, wherever you found the violations, reported the violations, and then discovered that they were not taken down because it was a right-winger doing evil things instead of a left-winger trying desperately to help people. That is the company assuming liability for that post as of that point. If it's clearly in violation of their rules, they are informed about it, which means they ought to know about it, and they refuse to take it down, they have assumed liability. We need to bleed these pigs. Chaya Raichick is okay making money off the death of a teen. Proud of that. She's right now out there boosting her profile off of the death of this teen. She's using it to make money. She's glad it happened. You can end that by removing her ability to make money off this stuff. You can't fix what's wrong with her soul that makes her okay with doing it. But you can remove her ability to report the posts. Make a note of the ones that you report and are not taken down. Let's see these major social media companies are going to be willing to accept the liability that comes with assisting domestic terrorists. I don't think they are.